Hello and welcome to episode number 2 of my AEW, TEW, so many W's, career series where we are playing as Tony Khan, trying to get AEW up to the heady heights of WWE. And today we are starting off with the second episode of AEW Dark. The first match of this episode is Darby Allen defeating Peter Avalon in 6 minutes 56 seconds with a coffin drop, getting a 49 rating, which not too bad for, better than I thought Avalon would get, to be honest. He got a rating of 39 performance rating. Darby Allen getting a 64, which is so good. A pretty vocal crowd didn't seem particularly thrilled with seeing Peter Avalon. No one is thrilled with seeing Peter Avalon, though, are they? Let's be honest. But that's why he's there. Not everyone can be liked. So let's move on to the next match. And next up we have the Bunny and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, going up against Chris Statlander and Big Swole in a tag team match where apparently it didn't have much heat and had terrible wrestling. That's great. The Bunny and Britt Baker defeated Chris Statlander and Big Swole when the Bunny pinned Big Swole. Okay, so that got a rating of 39. Britt Baker got a performance of 43. The Bunny was 48. Big Swole of 28. And Chris Statlander better than last week. Better than last week with a 35 this time. Slightly better than last week. And the Doctor Will See You Now storyline has started with this segment. A pretty vocal crowd didn't seem particularly thrilled with seeing the Bunny. Okay. The Bunny seemed off her game. She seemed off her game and she got 48. You know what? That gives me confidence going forward. So yeah, 39. I'll take that, to be fair. It's already shaping up to be a better show than last week's Dark. So let's move on to the next segment. So a video plays hyping the TNT Championship match between Kip Sabian versus Cody on Dynamite tomorrow. And see, look, I fixed it. I figured out how to do it, so no worries. I'm really sorry about that last episode, but you know what? It won't be a problem going forward. So the TNT Open Challenge storyline has advanced, but lost heat. That's annoying. The segment deserved better announcing, the lack of anything interesting happening. Maybe I shouldn't do these videos so often. What does it say on the dirt sheet? Segment penalised for poor announcing. Okay. 33, next segment. So we have, in a poor match, Shawn Spears defeated QT Marshall by pinfall with a perfect 10. 46, not bad. 46 for Spears and 41 for Marshall, which is, it's decent. Shawn Spears was pretty mad at me last week for having him lose the Battle Royal, which is really annoying. So many people were so mad that they had to lose the Battle Royal, but you know what? These things happen. So by working the crowd, this match started to get the fans responding. Finally, yes. Let's move on to the next segment. So we have an interview with Brandon Cutler. So Cutler is being interviewed backstage. So Brandon, did you see Peter Avalon's match earlier? What did you think? Did you see that? He got demolished by Darby, and he thinks he's better than me? Seriously, no way. I am not the worst wrestler in AEW. He is. That got a rating of 30, and Brandon Cutler clearly enjoyed going off script and performed well. It cooled the crowd a little bit, but that's okay. 30 rating, you know what? I think we're probably going to be looking at sort of like maybe a 35-ish rating, but that's okay. Now we're moving on to the main event of AEW Dark. The second episode of AEW Dark. Joey Janella versus Billy Gunn. I had terrible wrestling. Joey Janella defeated Billy Gunn in 15 minutes, 42. Joey Janella had a performance of 47. That's alright. Billy Gunn had a performance of 35. Yeah, look. I needed someone to lose. Billy Gunn, he's not going to be doing anything too much in this series. Spoiler alert for the rest of the series, but Billy Gunn is not going to be a world champion. I'm sorry to break it to you right now. Working the crowd has got the fans responding. Probably shouldn't do work the crowd in a main event. Really, I should give them something better to do. But that's fine. That's something to learn for the board. And 42 is okay. So let's finish the show and see how we did. 42. So that is, more consistent this week. Lowest was a 30, which was a promo, which is fine. And the highest was Darby Allen defeating Peter Avalon. 42 overall. That's up by 9 from last week. So yeah, I'll take that. Let's finish the show. Okay, and here we are on the screen for Dynamite. Last week, seeing that, we had a 75 rating and a sold out. You can see all these lovely ratings from last week as a little reminder to yourself. And I will be back in a few moments with the first match of AEW Dynamite. See you in a minute. And here we are back with AEW Dynamite. And kicking us off tonight, as announced last week, is Sammy Guevara going one-on-one with Christopher Daniels. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Christopher Daniels defeated Sammy Guevara with a quick roll-up. Sammy Guevara performs a 63, that is really good. Christopher Daniels only 44. The SCU Never storyline has started with this segment. How exciting. The announcing quality, colour commentary, and of course a strong start. That's a 60 rating. That's pretty good for an opening. Now let's see what happens next. Okay, so an angle featuring Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, Chris Jericho, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky. So after the match, Sammy Hager and Jericho beat down Christopher Daniels, but SCU come in for the save. Kazarian gets taken out by Hager, but Scorpio Sky manages to fight off the inner circle. Sky checks on Daniels while Jericho looks back at the ring, impressed. The SCU Never storyline has advanced, but lost heat. Chris Jericho was fantastic. Announcing quality. The lack of anything interesting. There was a fight. Come on, man. Segment 44. That's not that great, but oh well. Next segment. Next up is the Bunny versus Shanna. In a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. The Bunny defeated Shanna by pinfall. The Bunny had a performance of 50. That's pretty good. 50 is really... I think that's the highest women's score we've had so far, so that's really nice. Shanna had an in-ring performance of 22, that's fine. The AEW Women's Championship storyline has automatically advanced with this segment. A pretty vocal crowd didn't seem interested in seeing either of them, and Shanna seemed off her game, which, yeah, 22, makes sense. Jim Ross and Excalibur worked well together. The announcing quality and the colour commentary. Man, we got a good commentary team, clearly. Segment 43, which, we'll take that. Next up is the Jurassic Express going up against Strong Hearts in a 6-man tag match. Jurassic Express defeated Strong Hearts when Jungle Boy pinned T-Hawk after 11 minutes and 34 seconds. Let's have a look at these. Luchasaurus only getting a 34. Jungle Boy only getting a 39. Jeez, Marco Stunt, by far the best... by far the best Jurassic Express member in that match with a 51 rating. I do love Marco Stunt. His selling is incredible. El Lindaman 49, 46, 58. I mean, maybe they deserve a push after things like that. Jim Ross and Excalibur again, just a good commentary across the board, and this match got the crowd buzzing. Next segment, MJF hits the ring with Wardlow. Last week, I was robbed. That little skeleton freak got lucky when he eliminated me. He took advantage of me being such a lovely person and checking on my buddy Wardlow here and threw me out. You think that makes you a big man, Darby? Huh? You think that one little elimination in a battle royal you didn't even win makes you better than the fastest rising star in professional wrestling? Please, watch this, Darby, and remember, I'm better than you, and you know it. They got a 60 rating. The Next Big Thing storyline has advanced and gained heat. That's good. MJF didn't do well without a script. Really? Okay. I'll make sure I script MJF in the future. I can't believe that he does badly without a script, but okay. Let's go into the next segment, which is MJF going one-on-one with Michael Nakazawa. So MJF had a 51. MJF seemed off his game with a 50. If he's off his game with a 51, I mean... could be much worse than that. Michael Nakazawa getting a 43, that's alright, and he defeated him by submission. Segment rating was a 54. And then Darby Allen appears on the Titantron while MJF is celebrating. Hey Max, anything you can do, I can do better. Short but sweet from Darby Allen. The next big thing storyline has advanced and gained more heat. That's really good. Darby Allen didn't do well. Okay, so I need to script both of those guys going forward. That's all right, now that I know. Once again, announcing quality, lifted it. And Darby Allen and MJF both benefited from public support and being flavour of the month. Segment gets a 54, which is not too shabby. Let's move on to the next segment. Next up is Yuka Sakazaki going one-on-one with Nicole Matthews. Again, Nicole Matthews I just brought in for a one-night deal. It was a terrible match, a quick match, 5 minutes. Yuka Sakazaki won in 5 minutes. She only had she got outperformed by the unsigned Nicole Matthews. Okay. The announcing quality lifted the match. Again, the crowd were turned off, having people they didn't care about, and this match brought the crowd down. Okay, only a 20. That is really bad. Next segment. Yuka Sakazaki's celebrations are cut short as she is attacked by a debuting cheerleader, Melissa. Melissa grabs a microphone and shouts, "I'm here for all you bitches, and I'm here for gold." Nice. Cheerleader Melissa has debuted her badass gimmick. It's got an initial rating of great. That's good. Only a 26 rating, probably because no one cares about Yuka Sakazaki, unfortunately. Let's move on to the next segment. The best friends, the number one contenders for the tag team championships. I also, these pictures are amazing. Go up against the Dark Order, and the best friends defeat them after 11 minutes and 34 seconds when Trent Barretta pins Stu Grayson with a tornado DDT. And Stu Grayson got first injury, an acute popliteus injury. I have no idea what that is, but okay. Trent was the best performer, 61. Evil Luna only 46. And the Friends versus Friends storyline has started with this segment. Once again, Trent came out of this match looking good. He really, really did. Trent and best friends are great, in my opinion. Let's move on to the next segment. Dean Malenko, thank you, Dean. Next up is an interview with Pac, or with Death Triangle. And Pac says, "We are Death Triangle, and we are the premier 3-man unit in AEW, and we will prove it again next week." And I got 66, that's good. Pac looked good. Pac worked the crowd well, that's good. Okay, so Pentagon was good off script, but Ray Phoenix not so much, but still 66, that's pretty good. Zoom to the next segment. For the TNT Championship. In a decent match, Cody defeated Kip Sabian in just under 20 minutes with the Beautiful Disaster. Cody makes defense number 1 of his AEW TNT Championship. So Kip Sabian was 50, Cody was 62 performance. The TNT Open Challenge has advanced. Announcing quality again. Arn Anderson did some good work, but again, I forgot to take him off. I need to take Arn, stop being his manager, maybe put Brandy in or something. But that was our main event. Only a 53 for the main event. I really thought that would be better. Why did we... Cody got penalised for inconsistency. Penalised for managerial. Okay. Let's finish the show. Let's see what we did. I don't think this is going to go too well. I think I'd be better off without Arn. Yeah, I agree, Cody. Oh my god, 55. Ugh. Okay. The show lost its popularity in 24 regions. That's terrible. The crowd was disappointed not getting any matches that were aimed as being Wild Brawl, Mayhem, or Car Crash. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen, but none of the matches that I had really suited that style, unfortunately. 55, that's really bad. Okay, let's finish this show. Okay, and once again, we will look at NXT's things. They're definitely going to beat us at 73, yeah. What did they have? What was it? Breezango in the main event. Oh man, if I could get Tyler Breeze, I'd love that. Sadie Gibbs. Oh, okay, that's fine. On a handshake deal. Sammy Guevara. Okay. Drug test. We got 1.1 million views. That is down a lot. That is down almost 300,000 off last week. Yeah, that's not good. And TSN2 aren't happy, which, rightfully so after that, and neither are TNT. And Stu Grayson, where does it say how long he's going to be out for? If I go I know this because I did this earlier. It was like, I go to the office, and then I can go on medical, and then he's going to be out for 4 days. That's fine. 4 days is nothing. Okay, so I think that's where we will leave this second episode of TEW 2020. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe and comment down below if there's anything you want to see, if there's any like size or teams or show history or anything like that you want to see. Please just let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Where does it say how long he's going to be out for? If I go, I know this because I did this earlier. It was like, I go to the office, and then I can go on medical, and then he's going to be out for 4 days. That's fine. 4 days is nothing. Okay, so I think that's where we will leave this second episode of TEW 2020. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe and comment down below if there's anything you want to see, if there's any like size or teams or show history or anything like that you want to see. Please just let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.